I guess my hot take is not that Embiid won't show up. Like, I'm confident he will. I believe in the brand of basketball that the Sixers play now, and kind of like Romp said, like it doesn't only have to be Embiid in a playoff game. But I'm still a little bit worried about him staying 100% healthy. There's a lot of wear and tear, and even the other night, I felt like my heart dropped to my stomach when Joel goes walking off into the locker room, and it's like, yeah, he just got an amazing rest. And maybe this is what he finally needed to get hurt earlier in the season and come back right before the playoffs. Like, this team is so dominant, but it's just the way he plays. You can't take the Joel Embiid out of Joel, but sometimes it comes with a lot of liability, and one wrong twist or turn, or, whether it's a freak accident, it's scary based on the history. I feel like the guy has some of the worst luck, and I hope that we finally get to see one healthy playoff run of Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the $1 million question. A lot of that, like, I even feel bad for Joel on a lot of this. That like he can't control getting hit in the face, or he can't control a lot of these. That I think people are overly harsh on him, and a lot of like the fitness criticism and stuff like that. And granted, it's not ideal sometimes, but it's also like him being a little bit out of shape right now. Like, what do you want him to do? He tore his meniscus, or was under the knife and was off for 2 months recovering from surgery. It's like he's doing his best to an extent here. He's working with the conditions, and there's also like inherent basketball issues with building around a center in today's NBA. So he's combating this from both sides, from his body letting him down at times, and then from trying to adapt his game to be effective in the modern NBA. So this is like the odds stacked against him to an extent, but he's still a guy with such superior talent and at his peak, such a level that really no one else in the NBA can reach, that you got to deal with it, and you got to find players that can maximize this. So it is put up or shut up time to an extent, but I also think people are just in general a little bit harsher on Embiid than sometimes he deserves.
I think a lot of his criticisms is people not realizing that he's just a giant person. You know, like you see his body language, or what looks like his body language. They think he has negative body language. They think he's lazy, and he's big and slow. He's a giant. They're not fast people. I don't think he's ever really going to look like he's in great shape. I just think he's 7'2", 280 pounds. He was 245 in college. If he can get down back to around that, that'd be nice. But I guess, that's out the window. But, and he got hurt then anyway. So what can you do? You got hurt at 245.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, like, because I feel like a lot of Sixers fans' opinions, even my opinions, like, are like shaped on the past of the Sixers. Like, it's hard for me to fully buy in on them, beating the Heat and then beating the Knicks, even though they're probably a better team on paper. They got the best player, and that's just because of the past. But I'm excited to see like Nick Nurse's offense because it's just so much different than Doc Rivers. I don't know if you guys watched that Bucks Magic game, but man, oh man, it was just pick and roll, Dame, ISO ball. Bucks had no rhythm offensively. It was disturbing. And going from that to Nick Nurse and how the Sixers are run as a team, it's just much different. I think it will result in better results in the playoffs, and I'm excited to see. But it's still so hard to buy in. Like RB, I could tell RB feeling this because of the past.
No, you gotta buy. You gotta buy in, man. You gotta buy in.
I'm buying in. I'm buying in.
Watching a game scared that Joel Embiid's getting injured is like being in a boxing match scared to get punched in the face, or being a tightrope walker and scared to fall. If it happens, you're dead. If it doesn't happen, you made it across. But you think you being scared of that isn't going to change anything about it. Actually, it might make it happen more. Not that we control the outcome, but I just try not to think about it at all. I just try to, if it happens, I'll be like, there it is. It happened, but I'm not going to be scared that it's going to happen.
And Joel, sometimes more than he should, plays like he's not worried about it whatsoever, for sure.
Yeah. And I think this, like, the whole fan base is just, if we finally get over the hump, it's the best feeling ever. And if we result in the same result, then it's another heartbreak. So it's tough, man.